What is going on, SHIB Army? It is Ahmed, and I am back today with yet another video for you all. And today we're going to go ahead and talk about Shiba Inu and some of the fantastic things that are being highlighted from the COVID relief fund that was sent over to India. The Shiba Inu tokens specifically that were sent over to India to help with their vaccine rollout. Now remember, I always like to preface by saying that I am not a financial advisor, but rather, I always try to put you guys on the plays that I'm in. And man, oh man, time and time again, we know how much SHIB has impacted our lives. And I'm super excited to share with you all what they're doing for India and other third world countries. Now remember, if you've ever made any money on SHIB or any other asset, make sure you smash that like button if you haven't already, and consider subscribing to the channel. Now, let's go ahead and dive into the overall market followed by Shiba Inu. Boom. Bitcoin 42.5, Ethereum holding strong now over 3,200, up 7% on the day. Things are starting to recover slightly, but I'm not going to get too excited yet because tomorrow is one of the biggest determining factors for the market. Shiba Inu up 5% on the day at 2,700 Satoshi units, actually 27,000. So again, I am personally excited for SHIB regardless of market conditions. I think that this is a token that will do well over time. It will take time, but it will do well over time. Before we dive into the article from the COVID relief, basically the founder of the actual relief fund and some of the highlights that they mentioned about SHIB, I want to mention to you guys, of course, the link in the description for the new podcast that is coming out. So I tagged the Bezoge brothers, who were the ones who turned $8,000 of SHIB to $9 million. And I said, I'd love to chat about your SHIB success and potentially having you on the podcast. If you scroll down, they did respond to me, said, thank you, YourPOP. Let's connect. I'll send you a DM. We've been talking. Tomorrow we have a meeting to hopefully have them on for episode 1 of the YourPOP cast. So if you would like to be a part of the family of the new podcast that is premiering, specifically kind of centered around crypto and other aspects of the financial space, check out the link in the description for the YourPOP cast. Consider yourself one of the early, I want to say investors, but it's not investors, but just a part of the journey. Currently sitting at 269 subscribers. I would love to see that number grow prior to releasing the first video. So if you, again, have been rocking with me ever since I started covering SHIB in May, you don't want to miss out on the podcast where I'll be having some fantastic interviews with developers and people who made successful returns on different projects and assets, including Shiba Inu. Now, Milkshake retweets earlier today that SHIB praised by the India COVID Relief Fund founder after donation helps with their vaccine rollout. So specifically here, you guys could see India was not struggling from the availability of vaccines. India was struggling from the availability of syringes. The COVID Relief Fund realized this issue and ordered syringes equivalent to 12% of India's population. Team Crypto Relief and Sandeep Aliwal, words are not enough to thank you. Words are not enough to thank you, basically. So again, he said, wouldn't have been possible without Vitalik Buterin's donation in SHIB. Shout out to SHIB Tokens community too for their support and the cause for the COVID relief fund in India and the relief in general. So folks, Shiba Inu is getting the kind of publicity that it always deserves. But you guys could see first and foremost and first-handedly what is happening with crypto. It's not only about making gains and making money. We are seeing things like relief funds. We are seeing communities. We're seeing third world countries completely get a shift in their culture, a shift in their eligibility for health. Like, again, it's just something that has become so much bigger and so much beyond our capacity. And that's why I always say cryptocurrency is not something that is temporary. Shiba Inu is not a token that is temporary. This community has built an infrastructure that is like none other. So again, a huge shout out to each and every Shiba Inu investor. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and give yourself a pat on the back because you are a part of this movement. You are a part of this success. And again, I don't think VB sent it to the wrong location by sending it over for India, because again, you guys remember back in 2021 how bad things were for them around the month of May. Their numbers were spiking, the pandemic was worsening, but thankfully, because of the fact that Shiba Inu tokens were liquidated and they were able to fund syringes and other things alike for the crypto relief fund, we are seeing the fruits of that labor now approximately 7-8 months later, as we're going to get reports on what the relief fund actually did in helping India. 12% of the total population in India. Think about that for a second and wrap your head around. That is the number of syringes that they ordered. So I'm talking hundreds of millions of syringes, because India is it's the most populated country in the world. So again, Congrats to everyone. Salute you as always. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Make sure you click that subscribe button and like the video before you head off. And until next time, everybody, keep investing. Peace.